Hi, I am Anupam Garg. I am the designer of Garg's Tactile Geometry Kit. Today in this video, I am going to tell you how to use this kit. But before that, I will also tell you that what is this kit about, what all components it has, and what are its features. This will be part of two-part videos. First video will have I will detail about the features and components. Second one, I will talk about how to use it. So before I start the kit, I will just try to tell you that what is the problem a visually impaired and visually challenged students face. In real life, for a visually challenged student, any drawing which is in any shape of that normal drawing thing, it doesn't make any sense for them because they can't see anything, they can't feel anything. So for them to really appreciate or visualize any drawing, they need an embossed drawing like this. So it has to be, some embossment should be there in which they can really feel that when they put their hand over it, they can feel that. So it means that any geometry kit which is designed for blind students need to have facility to create this embossed drawings, and that is where actually this tactile geometry kit aims to work. To draw any geometrical shape, we need tools which can draw a point, which can draw a line, which can draw a line segment which is bound by 2 points. There should be a way with which actually you can draw a circle which has a center as a point. You can draw an arc which is a part of the circle, and we should have some way by which we can draw the angle between two lines. So I will just now come back to show you that how this kit is able to really do all those things and many more. Okay, so I will start with tactile slate. So this is the slate which has this metallic top, which I normally call as a design layer. It has a clamp which is a tiered clamp. If you see that there is a height on this. So this height is actually created just to keep the paper at a particular height. So this height is designed to really keep the paper at a particular height. If I just put the paper on a height, you will just see that there is a gap in between, and that is where actually this embossment will come. So this paper I normally call as the embossed layer. Looking at the clamp, so clamp has these pins which normally clamp the paper tightly. It has a magnetic engagements, so it just holds the paper. Also it has notches available, and in which actually if you want, you can keep the ruler. If the blind person wants a ruler to keep horizontal, they can use this notch. Next is a point marker. So this is the point marker which normally has a magnet at the bottom, which is a metallic pin on the top, and it is again a metal fin which is available. And the work for this pin is that it can just keep a good hold. Magnet normally keeps the hold. The pin normally shows the actual point, and the fin is normally used to actually move the pin and wherever actually you want to place it. This is the way actually you normally are supposed to move the pin. You just put the two finger on the fin, and you can move it around. Next, I am talking about this line marker. The line marker is a particular line which is available. So this has a hole, a gap in between, and this gap is designed in such a way that it can move over this pin. It has a protrusion over it, which normally is used by the stylus to create a embossment. And we have this in center, we have this support which is mainly there to really avoid the sagging of this line when we are actually making a drawing, as well as just giving a grip. Also, it has a small magnet below it. Next, I am talking about the stylus. See, stylus has a special thing in which actually it has a special point by which actually you can just move over these line markers or other things and to make the impression. The way actually you are supposed to use it, this is supposed to use that is the way you have to really put that marker. You have to just take this, put a finger over it and just move around. So that is the way actually you are supposed to create that marking. It also can be used to erase that. I will tell you in the second video on how to use this to erase it. And now I will tell you about the ruler. So this is a tactile ruler. If you look at it, it has a special tactile marking over it, which is a 0.5 centimeter resolution. So every 1 centimeter, this is the bigger one, and 0.5 centimeter, the smaller one. For the easy identification, you have this double dots at every 5 centimeter point. So that way, actually, that the blind user can easily identify and use it. It has a special gap available. If you really see that, okay, there is a step available. The good part of the special design of the step is like this, that okay, that if you put on the point marker, you will see that the point marker normally just grips up completely. So you have a notch in which this gets, the grip normally comes well, and also the step normally ensures that the point marker and the ruler are absolutely together, and there's no compromise on the resolution. So if you want that, you can always mark everything, and it just gets a good grip. Same thing is available for set square also. The same thing available, tactile marking, a step, and it also has a magnet so that it just gets a good grip for it. So in case actually you want to really see that how it works, normally you can see that okay, that it just picks up the whole thing because the magnets are there. It just holds the whole thing into the thing. Even when this also just gets the magnetized grip. So that is the point actually is there when you put the paper over it and start working on it, the things should not move. So this magnet normally ensures that okay, the things don't move. Okay, now actually I go for the wheels. So these are basically the wheels which are stencil for making circles. So since the resolution is 0.5 centimeter, so we normally ensure that okay, stencils, we normally have stencils for 0.5 centimeter length. So we have stencils for radius 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8. There is a tactile marking, or basically there is a braille marking on that, which the blind user can always use it to see that what the radius is. For in between the 0.5 centimeters, normally I am using this arc. So this arc is there, which is normally have a 3.5 centimeter, 5.5 centimeter, 7.5 centimeter. The second arc is which is this handles for 4.5, 6.5 and 8.5. So that way actually anybody can draw circle starting from radius 3 to radius 8.5. After that, let me just come on the protector. So the next one is the protector. So this is the protector. You look at it, it has a zero base line. It has things in the center which can always grip, and you can just put it into this grip, and that is the way actually you can always do that. You can add a zero line into this, and then there is the marking of the angles in this. There's again the marking is 5 degree resolution. So this bigger line is for 10 degrees, and so all this 10 degree marking is there, and in between dots are for 5 degree. So that way actually you can always create an angle, any of this up to 5 degree resolution. There is a set square frame. It is normally used for making angles 30 degree, 60 degree and 90 degree quicker and faster, because this is one of the popular angles. So this normally works fine, and you don't need a protector for it. After that, actually I will just tell you about the divider. This is a normal divider which has a aligning pins available, and in this arm, the way actually it works is you can always, that hole is normally in such a way that okay, you can always work on the pin. So you can always see that okay, that you can always align the pin, and then after that, if you want to really create another distance of the same length, what you can do is that you can take another pin and mark it, and you can create another distance of the same length. So you will find that okay, that's the way the divider works. You have a small labeler, 2:2 labeler, and it is a stylus for it. Typically in a geometrical shape, you normally have to write some small label like A, B, C, D on the side, and sometimes you have to write the side A, B, and C, D, or sometimes the length also 5 centimeters, 10 centimeter. This is 2x2 labeler, and you can always mount that to that. So this is all, and this is available in the geometric.